Did you ever wonder how would the main trio look if they were demons? What powers would they have and how strong would they be? Let's take Inosuke for example. As a demon, he will appear thinner, with strong muscles all over his body. However, when he gets serious in battle, his full body size would grow 2 to 3 times and his muscular build would be showcased for all to see. Another important change in his appearance would be that he'd no longer wear a boar head as a mask. Rather, his entire face would evolve, splitting his face into 2. It would be a human face on the left and a monster boar face on the right side. Half human, half beast, pretty convenient for the ex-beast breathing user. Demon form Inosuke will be a show-off, and while his chest and well-toned abs are already exposed, he also wouldn't wear pants, showing off his monstrous built legs. Inosuke will be so self-obsessed that he will have minions that go with him just to sing his praise and chant his name during fights. Why is this not so hard to believe? He would be unable to live with the fact that anyone, either human or demon, is as strong as him. Thus, he will go from district to district, challenging every strong opponent he can find.
Is anyone here brave enough to take on the great Inosuke? No challengers? In that case, I'll just have to kill you all!
To be honest, this sounds like something Inosuke would do even if he didn't become a demon. He'd still remain instinct-based and a spontaneous fighter that can develop fighting styles and tactics in the middle of a battle. His flexibility will be taken to an extreme level, where he'd be able to shape his body in any way he wants, and even move his organs around in an instant. For example, if Inosuke needs to defend himself from an attack, he could compress his muscles and make them as hard as iron, and therefore suffer no damage. On the contrary, if he wants to quickly engage his opponent, he could reduce his muscle size and become very light, allowing him to engage his enemies at lightning speeds. His durability would also be greatly improved, and he'd be immune to wisteria-based poisons. Along with the main trio, we'll also cover how would Genya and 𝗕𝐤 look like. 𝗕𝐤 has a short stature, and this wouldn't change much. Her dark hair will be tinted purple to match her purple Demon Slayer uniform. 𝗕𝐤's personality as a demon will be the direct opposite of her human personality. Demon 𝗕𝐤 will be quite decisive. She will be bold and outspoken. However, she will be highly emotional and could get easily triggered by her opponents in battle. Her grievous hatred of demons will translate into hatred for humanity, and her goal would be to exterminate the human race. Same as the other Slayers turned demons, she'll be insanely overpowered and possess more stamina than most other demons, being able to fight for long periods without getting tired. Her physical strengths will also be greatly enhanced, which would allow her to jump over crazy heights and distances. As a human, 𝗕𝐤 can predict her opponent's next move due to her sharp eyesight, and her blood demon art would enhance her vision even further. With this enhanced vision, 𝗕𝐤 would be able to see a few seconds into the future and predict her opponent's moves, giving her an unbeatable advantage in every fight.
You humans annoy me so much. You are so predictable. Let's not stall this any longer. Prepare to die!
The only way someone can defeat Demon 𝗕𝐤 would be to attack her from all angles at once, so that she literally wouldn't have a way to dodge. This, of course, wouldn't be easy and would probably take multiple Hashira-level swordsmen to successfully defeat her. Tanjiro Kamado. As you all know, Tanjiro already became a demon in the manga for a few chapters, but for the sake of making this video more interesting, we'll try to explain what he would be like if he became a demon by regular means. If he were ever to become a demon, his pretty red eyes would disappear, and he would instead have intense dark eyes, so dark in fact that staring at them for long periods of time would make you feel dizzy and possibly hypnotized. He would be a bit taller and possess darker skin. The most noticeable change would be his hair. It would become much longer, similar to what it looked like while he was training under Sakonji. His Demon Slayer mark would spread across his entire face, and it would look like a tattoo. His demon form would be much bulkier, showcasing his muscles, which he gained from rigorous training. Since he is a demon now, and as such is commanded by Muzan, he would no longer wear his Hanafuda earrings, as they would constantly remind Muzan of his encounter with Yoriichi, and as we all know, Muzan doesn't like to be reminded of that. He would wear the same green kimono he wore as a human, but it would be visibly torn apart, dirty, and bloody. As a demon, Tanjiro's kind nature would change. He'd be much more arrogant and selfish, but despite that, he'd remain very protective of his sister Nezuko. In his human form, Tanjiro is already immensely powerful, so it is safe to say that as a demon, he will be one of those characters that you see and immediately flee to safety. But you better run fast, since he is going to catch up and take your life.
Why would you stay on the losing side? Become a demon and unlock your full potential.
Since he was a talented demon slayer, we can assume that he would still use his pitch black sword to fight, similar to Kokushibo. Tanjiro's regeneration will be one of his main attributes as a demon. He will hardly take any damage, healing as soon as he is injured. His blood demon art would revolve around fire-based attacks. He would be able to set his sword on fire and maybe even shoot fireballs from his hands. These attacks would be devastating for both humans and other demons, as they would require a lot of time to fully regenerate. Tanjiro would definitely be one of the strongest demons ever, and easily occupy the ranks of the upper moons. I can't wait to show you guys what Zenitsu would look like, but before that, let's quickly cover Genya. Genya is the younger brother of the wind Hashira, Sanemi. If he were to become a demon, Genya would grow much taller, over 2 meters, and he would become much bulkier as well. His hair would grow much longer, even reaching his hips, and it would become very firm and spiked. Genya would have numerous scars on his face. These scars would scare humans to the point of running away in agony. This will only be amplified with the angry look on his face. In terms of clothes, Genya would mostly keep his regular appearance. He will be wearing his Demon Slayer Corps uniform, torn at several places, showing off his huge arm muscles. Genya's lack of cooperation with others will play well into his personality as a demon. He will be very hostile to everyone, an incessant bully that takes delight in beating his opponents even if they are way weaker than him. Genya would be a nightmare to lower ranked demons too, forcing them to do his bidding and killing them if they don't cooperate. His abilities as a demon would range from exceptional swordsmanship that can kill humans in one slash to excellent marksmanship, as he'd be able to hit a target from any distance with excellent accuracy.
You can run all you want, but nobody escapes my bullets. Ready, aim, fire!
He'd have a huge arsenal of long-ranged weapons. This would include crossbows, snipers, and all kinds of guns. This would make him incredibly unpredictable and one of the hardest demons for the court to face. His blood demon art would allow him to infuse bullets with his blood, which would make them deadlier in many ways. For example, he could make poisonous bullets to infect the slayers, or enhanced bullets which would go through any surface. He could even create invisible bullets, which would be insanely difficult to dodge. Overall, it would probably take multiple Hashira to bring this demon down. And now, finally, Zenitsu. So, how would the sleepy lightning boy be as a demon? First of all, Zenitsu's average height and size wouldn't change, while his eyes as a human fade from soft brown to gold. As a demon, his eyes will be shining yellow and they will beautifully contrast his pale skin. Remember that Zenitsu's hair was originally black before turning yellow. As a demon, he will possess a dual color hair, yellow on the right and black on the left side. He will continue to wear his orange-colored Horori. However, he would take it off during intense battles to reveal lightning flowing through his body. As a human, Zenitsu is a coward. He always tries to avoid danger and wants to live a modest life. Despite being extremely strong in his demon form, he would still retain this trait, as he would be a demon that mostly runs and avoids demon slayers. He will only engage them in a battle when there is nowhere else to run.
Hey, stop chasing me. I really don't want to fight you guys. All right, if you insist. I guess you leave me no choice.
Females would be Zenitsu's weak spot, and he would never kill or eat them. He would even leave female slayers alive after defeating them, as it would be against his principles to kill them. Zenitsu is highly skilled as a human, and he will be even more skilled as a demon as he gets to use the thunder breathing technique in combination with his blood demon art. Zenitsu would even be faster than before in this form, and he would be able to battle on equal grounds against the upper moon demons. He will be able to utilize the thunderclap and flash, Godspeed technique several times a day without gassing out. His sensory abilities and sound perceiving will improve so much that he can sense demon slayers from far away and even read their minds to some extent. His blood demon art will be similar to Kagaku's. However, instead of black lightning, it will take the form of the yellow lightning accompanied by a yellow dragon. He would also be able to control the weather and create black storm clouds. This would give him terrain advantage in his fights. Click on this video where we explained what would demon moons look like if they turned into Hashiras.